Hello everyone, and welcome to HackCMU 2020. My name is Jasmine Chang, and I'm the president of ACM at CMU, and we are really excited to host you here at our first virtual hackathon. This event would not have been possible without our amazing sponsors, so I'd love to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Microsoft, Bloomberg, Sandia National Laboratories, Aptiv, Echo AR, Facebook, SEM, and ASML. Be sure to check out the sponsors channel on Discord to interact with them and learn more about each of these companies. So what is HackCMU? HackCMU is a 24-hour hackathon that's geared towards first-time or beginner hackathons. You're allowed to have teams of up to 4 people working together on a project over the span of these 24 hours. And there is plenty of mentorship in the form of upperclassmen students who are volunteering their time, as well as sponsors who are here to answer any of your technical problems, help you debug any issues, as well as give you feedback on your ideas. The hacking takes place, and there's lots of coding, of course. And as I mentioned before, we have sponsors here, including some very cool and fun sponsor challenges. The rules of HackCMU are that you're allowed to use any sort of technology in any framework. So whether it be something like React for front end or some database system for your back end, you're allowed to use anything you want. However, you cannot use code that was developed for your project that was before this opening ceremony ends. So all of the code for your project should be written during these 24 hours. The decisions by the judges and our sponsor judges regarding prizes and awards are final. So once we release those, that is that. This year we will be having demos in an online format. So you'll be creating videos of your project and submitting them to DevPost, and they will be due at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night. The submissions will be judged based off of a 1.5-minute long video, plus any live websites you link on your post. Please make sure your video is shorter than 1 minute 30 seconds, or else we won't guarantee that we watch the entire video. And it's highly encouraged that you have some sort of platform, even if it's just a really simple demo on a website, like hosted on just like a GitHub IO domain. It really helps the judges get a feel for what you built. We will also have live demos on our live stream starting at 8 p.m. And there will be signups going out for that. So if you want to, on top of having that dev post submission, also show something live, that is an option. And there will be a prize for a best live demo. As I mentioned before, the submission is a video submission. So make sure that in your video, you do the following things. First, you show how your project works, and you walk through maybe a user flow of opening the app, going through the steps the user would take, and like showing its use cases, and then explain to us how it works. So what sort of technologies are you using? What's on the back end? What interesting or exciting algorithms have you implemented? And then lastly, tell us about the motivation or the impact of your project. Why did you want to hack this? Is there some sort of outcome that you think this project will like help a certain group of people? Or did you just make it for fun because you would think it's a cool project that you wish to see? And this video does not have to be fancy or have high quality acting or any sort of special video effects. It just needs to be clear and easy to follow. So don't worry too much about like extreme editing or anything. Just make sure it's clear. So the resources available to hackers are mentors. So there's a mentor channel in Discord. And if you ever need help on anything, just feel free to ping a message in that channel saying maybe what exactly you need help on. So maybe you need help on drawing in JavaScript. So just put a short message in the channel, and a mentor who has that expertise will try to respond as soon as possible, and then you guys can figure out either to jump onto like a Discord voice channel or a Zoom room. Sponsors are also a great resource. If you're working on a sponsor challenge, they'll be available in the sponsor channels or their own channels. And they're also great to talk to just about like general, like either career advice or what it's like to work at that company. Google is also a great way to figure out any issues. If you're having some bugs in your code, you can just try Googling around, Stack Overflow. These are all great tools you can use. And once again, we will all be on Discord, all of the event organizers, all the mentors and sponsors will be checking Discord. You should have received a link to Discord in your email. This is going to be the primary channel of communication, so make sure to join that. There will be some voice channels where you can just talk to other people during the hackathon and chill and hang out if you're taking a break. There will be sponsors and mentor channels to get help. And then also there's going to be an announcements channel where we will post any sort of updates. After the opening ceremony, there will be a mixer happening on Zoom for in case you don't have a team yet, or if you're a team of 2 people looking for maybe a 3rd or 4th member. The link will be sent out to Discord, and we will shuffle people around in breakout rooms. And when you're in those breakout rooms, make sure you talk to people, introduce yourself, talk about what sorts of experiences you have and what you want to learn during this hackathon, and maybe what sorts of ideas you have for a hackathon project. And there will be more info on the mixer if you join that Zoom. So the schedule for HackCMU is right now is the opening ceremony, and then afterwards you'll maybe have a little bit of a break, get yourself mentally prepared, and at 6 p.m. hacking officially begins. Mentors will be available to answer any questions officially until 10 p.m. and some mentors may stay up even later to help out. And then on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. our mentors and sponsors are officially available again. And then you'll be hacking throughout the day until 6 p.m. when the hacking period officially ends. And then after 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. you have time to record a video and submit that to DevPost. And then starting at 8 p.m. we'll be doing live demos as well as playing submission videos on our live stream. On Sunday at 3 p.m. we will have a closing ceremony which will be on this live stream and announce the winners. In addition to these events listed on this schedule, there's also going to be tech talks coming from our sponsors and from some of our mentors. And these times will be posted in Discord and announcements, so keep a lookout for that. So a few tips or tricks on how to approach a hackathon. First of all, version control is very important, so I highly recommend using something like GitHub so that each of your members can collaborate effectively. And also to commit your code often and commit your code when it's working so that in case you make a breaking change, you can always go back to a previous version where things are working. And on the topic of version control, it's a good idea to split up your project into a few different components that are kind of independent from each other so that each member on your team can work on a specific component in their separate branches. And then near the end of the hackathon, you can merge the branches together seamlessly. The second tip is to think big picture. So it's very easy to get boggled down in details or small bugs. And if you ever find yourself going down a rabbit hole of something that's just not working, reevaluate and ask yourself, like, do I really need this feature, or is this really adding value to the project in the bigger picture? And if not, maybe it's time to pivot or just drop a certain feature and work on something else. The third point is to use something you know. So languages or libraries, it really helps you to build something quickly if you at least know your way around. But at the same time, as point 4 says, don't be afraid to learn something new. The whole point of a hackathon is to be able to learn something and try something out for a short period of time with low stakes. So I try to find a balance between point 3 and point 4, where maybe some components of your project are things you know and are comfortable with, and you can get that done. whereas maybe some more experimental or stretch goals of your project can be things that you want to learn that are new. The fifth point is to fail fast and to fail early. So tonight, as you start hacking your projects, if you really find that things aren't working and things aren't going your way, that's totally okay. Just feel free to pivot to a different project. It's not a bad idea to maybe start over from something brand new, or just see if you can take your project down a different lane. And if you're really stuck, we have resources, mentors are here to help, and please reach out. And lastly, please go to sleep. This is a 24-hour hackathon, but please at least try to get a couple hours of sleep in tonight. It will really help you be more effective tomorrow, and it's good for your health. So we have some cool prizes. HackCM will be giving out prizes to its top 3 winners. And so yeah, we have a prize for first place, second place, and third place. We also are partnering with sponsors, and some of the sponsors have their own sponsor challenges, each with their own prizes. The first sponsor challenge comes from Sandia National Laboratories. Their challenge is to design a safe and healthy lifestyle hack, something to help for adjustments during the pandemic. At Sandia, we solve real-world problems. This pandemic is just one example of the many challenges in which we are called upon to respond to as a service to our country. Think about the adjustments our society must make to navigate through the COVID-19 pandemic. The second prompt comes from ASML.
Welcome, Carnegie Mellon software hackers. My name is Steven Lindeberg, and my company, ASML, is really happy to be a sponsor for HackCMU 2020. ASML builds lithography machines. We give the world's leading chip makers the power to mass-produce patterns on silicon. We have full-time and internship opportunities across the United States for software, electrical, mechanical, and other engineers where you will be able to think big in order to go small. We are currently building a data science team within our software department, so if you have interest in that field, please consider joining our green company. ASML relies on students like yourselves to bring new ways of thinking in order to change the world 1 nanometer at a time. Our challenge to you this year is to automate your home or school campus. Identify manual tasks that you perform daily, which, when automated, will help yourself or others around you. These can be tasks that are repetitive or just take time which you would rather spend on other things. Your model needs to provide meaning and must address an actual situation. You can also think about improvements that can be made to something that is already somewhat automated. Use design tools, data science, and the latest testing methodologies to show that yours is the winning team. Good luck.
So that is the ASML challenge. And last but not least, we have a challenge from Echo AR, which is for the best AR/VR hack. Create anything you want with the cloud platform for augmented reality, Echo AR. Sign up links for free business tier access are on the platform, will be on the Echo AR Discord channel. And the prize is a $50 Amazon gift card and 1 month free business tier access to Echo AR. If you want to get more information, check out our website at hackcmu.org. Make sure you are signed up for the Discord. Message us if you need any help with anything, and also to make sure to check back into the announcements channels for any updates. And check your email to see if we have email participants anything. If there's something urgent, you can send us an email at acm-exec@cs.cmu.edu. So, happy hacking. Make sure you start at 6 o'clock p.m., join the Discord, and as a side note, those sponsor challenges are a great thing to address, but you're definitely not limited to those sponsor prompts. You can hack anything you want to using any technology.
What we do every day actually matters. How many people can say that about their jobs? How many people could wake up and know that they're affecting the lives of other citizens in your country and our allies?
I think sometimes people don't understand what we do at Sandia, or even sort of the breadth of the work that we really do at the lab. The nuclear deterrent mission is a really fascinating and complicated problem, but we do so much more than that.
In a fantastic way, it's good to be doing something that goes beyond my own power. It's not just self-serving, it's helping out others.
I absolutely love it. It's a total blessing to be at Sandia and to be a part of, the mission.
Z really is the greatest place in the universe to do fusion research with pulse power. We have a tool here that nobody else on the planet does.
I think being at Sandia is really great because you get to be around very smart people who have been working on very important and impactful problems for a very long time.
The level of work and level of intelligence that is here is unlike any place else.
The national security issues that we address here every day, things that we do from material science to biosecurity, biodefense, you can't help but be really proud.
I'm here and I'm making a difference and I'm changing minds about the way the world works.
Working in a field where I'm one of the few women in the field, I never even noticed that difference when I walk into the doors here at Sandia.
There's always somebody that you can ask that is going to be there to help you. So you're never alone here at Sandia.
Everyone's opinions matter, and everyone makes you feel welcome and like you're just part of the family, part of the team.
It's just a really unique and fun feeling, and it's one of the reasons why I keep coming back every day.
In the evening when I head home for the day, I definitely feel like the work that I did that day mattered, and I look forward to coming back the next day and continuing to help serve our nation.
Our world, it's huge, but very often, it also seems small. With the technology of today, it does feel smaller than ever before. At ASML, we keep on pushing technology further to print microchip features that are finer. Faster, cheaper, and smarter chips make the difference. We know there is no elevator to success. You need to take the stairs, all of them. So don't talk about big problems, but big challenges. Because the smaller chips get, the bigger the positive effects are on a large scale. Like in the field of health and care, or the challenge to preserve nature for future generations, or to simply improve everyday items or develop the next big thing. That's a big challenge, a huge job, and we love it. ASML is a collective of thinkers and creative minds. We push technology further and tackle challenges that may seem impossible to overcome, where a little brainwave can lead to the big idea, where experiments on a small scale can lead to big breakthroughs. ASML is built on openness, sharing, and collaboration. Nobody changes the world single-handedly. It's a giant team effort. Only then can you realize your full potential. Only then can you really play your part. Only then can you really be a part of progress. Be part of progress. ASML.
So what drew me to Sandia was the idea of really working for a mission. I really wanted a career where I felt like I could be improving the world in some way. And with Sandia's mission focus on national security, I think that we really have the opportunity to have an impact broader than just within the laboratory, but actually have some global impact as well.
Personally, I think with regard to the mission work, I think there's a tremendous amount of pride and value in knowing that you're contributing to a large infrastructure.
Our mission is exceptional service in the national interest. It helps make my community safer, it makes my country safer. It makes me want to work harder because I know it actually impacts people's lives.
So we do work in terms of chemical and biological defense, disaster preparedness, of course, nuclear weapons, radiological detection, cybersecurity, and just a whole host of different problems. You see the impact of your work on a daily basis. The work that we do is tremendous, and it is underpinning a lot of the national security and our safety. And so I'm proud to be a part of that.
Contributions that I make are directly related to tangible things that relate to the nation. I've been able to have a lot of freedom to pursue the type of work that I find interesting.
At the laboratory, I'm always being given the opportunity to address a new challenge, answer a new problem, work for a new sponsor, and learn new things.
It's important to be able to evolve because you change, your interests change, your strengths develop, and Sandia provides the flexibility to adjust to every twist and turn.
I'm excited about working here because personally I'm very motivated by learning new things and also solving problems, particularly problems that have significant impact. And in this environment, I have a very rich set of R&D problems that I can work on and try to solve.
We get to play with the newest, greatest technologies. We get to integrate technologies from various areas into the national security realm. I've seen some of my work be deployed around the world, and it's humbling and it's an amazing experience to have the opportunity to contribute to a solution that has such widespread effect.
The sheer amount of talent that we have at Sandia is staggering.
We get to work with great colleagues who are experts in their fields.
So really it's about pulling people from different backgrounds, different skill sets, and really finding that right team.
Being able to come here to Sandia and feel part of a larger community was a big deal to me. From the get-go, I felt like people knew who I was, were interested to know my background, but more importantly, wanted to integrate me into the team very quickly.
I really liked the focus on professional development and how much Sandia invests in early career professionals. It's hard to replicate the stability and the benefits that you get from working here.
I feel like I determine my destiny. I determine my success.
If you're interested in a rewarding career, working with great folks, cutting edge technology, then Sandia is a place that you should strongly consider.
If you want to go somewhere and be in an environment where you can talk to world leaders and world experts in a variety of fields, as well as really be challenged yourself technically and scientifically, I think Sandia is a tremendous and great place to do it.
You know, I feel like an important member of the team. I feel like I'm contributing to my country, and it's a great feeling to come to work.
I want the world's greatest and brightest minds here so that we can work together and come up with new and better solutions.
The reason I get up every morning to come to Sandia National Laboratories is to have high impact. I know that when I go home at the end of the day, I have accomplished something that's going to be bigger than myself.
So what drew